alive. I got lost in my thoughts for a moment. My name is Lynn Hardin, in case you don't know me, and I'm an artist and coach. Hi, Valerie. So glad to see you. With a heavy heart, I wanted to talk about something that I remember the day President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. I was in the second grade, and I was walking home from school, and I was eating a pickle. Uh, I'll never forget that moment. And before that moment, the world was safe and beautiful and sweet and full of hope. And then after that moment, it no longer was. Then came Bobby and Martin. And for a long, long time, I felt like the world would just never be the same. And I don't know that it has returned to that, but that moment woke up a generation of sleeping young people who just, for safety reasons, kept their voice inside themselves. And there were peaceful protests advancing civil rights. Young voices stopped a war in Vietnam. Women fought for equality. And so by the time I married, I didn't need my husband's signature to get a check or a checking account or a credit card. And now we have Charlie. And I think we've crossed that line again. We've forgotten how to disagree without violence or justification or having the need to be, I'm right, you're wrong. Even online, the noise, the hate is loud. But this is the truth. Violence is never justified. Not for a schoolyard, not in politics, not anywhere. When I was a principal, that was the first thing we taught our kindergartners. Don't put your hands on another human being. So for me, as an artist, it's a wake-up call. I have been quiet. I have been complacent for a long time. I worked in a very politically charged school district where if you didn't have the same politics as the superintendent, you better keep your mouth shut. And that's what I did. I went quiet. But as an artist, I so want to express my style, show you who I am. And how can I do that if I'm staying silent and living that way? So I refuse to stay quiet or complacent anymore. Everyone else gets to have their opinions. And I hope that what they do is they can look into their hearts and see and just see. And just see. It's not my place to point it out. We live in a free country where we can say whatever we want to say. But for now, my voice is coming out. I'm going to write and I'm going to paint and I'm going to create. And with every brushstroke, every word, every character, I'm going to say what's going on right now, this hate of each other, this justification for murder. I'm going to say it's not okay. Thanks for joining me.